basic warm-ups. The way I like to do warm-ups is in a way that I can easily remember them in the future. So what I do is usually start from the top and work my way down. So the first one I like to do is arms up, point your fingers up, and circle. And every time you circle, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't worry about going fast on this. This isn't exercise or stretch or a warm-up routine about being fast. This is just about getting your muscles warmed up and going. Now this time we're going to go the other way, but as we go the other way, the circle is going to get smaller and smaller. Remember, we're not moving with our wrists or elbows, we're circling with our shoulders. Okay, good. Now the next one, take your hands, put your fingers here, touching your shoulders. Big circles. We're going to make big circles with our elbows. Again, not concerned with speed. Concerned about just good, fluid motions. Other way. Try your best in these warm-ups not to make any herky-jerky, quick motions like that. If your muscles are not warmed up, that could be bad. Okay, good. Stop. Now, tilt your head to the side. A lot of people will say you don't need to warm up because you're not able to warm up before a real life self-defense situation. I disagree with them. Well, I'm pretty sure that you're not usually able to warm up before a real life self-defense street situation. Now tilt your head back. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't warm up when you could. Head down. So warm up as much as you could, and to say what they say, to me, sounds like them saying, well, at some point in your life, you're going to be in a swimming pool where a little kid's going to pee in the swimming pool, so you should always just be in a pool that a little kid swims in or pees in the swimming pool. I think that's bad logic. So head up, look over your left shoulder. So anytime if you unfortunately ever do find yourself in a real life on the street self-defense situation, tilt your head the other way. Yes, that is true. You'll probably not be able to warm up, and your performance will probably suffer for it, and later you may even get some injuries because of it. I know I have. Head straight, but hopefully we'll never be in that situation, but we can be in a regular practice workout routine, and so that will occur much more often, so you should warm up. You should stretch out. So, now put your feet together, hands on your hips. Now we're going to circle with our hips. Try not to circle with your head. Big circles with your hips. It's called the hula stretch. I think it's obvious why. Other way. I find this a very helpful stretch, especially if for us older people, if you are driving a lot, you're in the car a lot, and my lower back starts to ache after a while, and I think this helps with that. I am not a doctor though, so please consult your physician. So now we're going to move down further. Stand on one foot, and the other foot's going to come up on the toes. From here, circle. Circle the other way. Good. Switch. Circle. Circle the other way. Good. Stop. Now we went from head to toe, so now we're going to kind of go back up just a little bit. So hands here, circle the wrist. Circle the other way. I've seen some instructors and some schools do it where they go back and forward and back. That's fine too, whatever works best for you. Just be really careful if you've not warmed up your wrists, stretch those out yet. If you do it very quickly in a jerking sort of motion, it might actually hurt your wrist a little bit, so go slow. Okay, good. Now, usually what I do from there is I usually go down to the ground. Hopefully you'll be indoors or in a nice spot, not outside like this, but I'm going to make the sacrifice so you learn. So we're going to be on the ground. Put your feet out. This is for the inside of the legs. You really do, if you can, want this to be stretched out, warmed up if possible. It helps movement a lot. The times that I have injured myself in sort of self-defense, real life self-defense situations where I didn't have time to warm up was always in this area here on the inside of my leg. All right, so hands up over your head. I'm gonna go side to side, touch both hands to one foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, stay right there. In this stretch, if you bring your legs back in or bend your knees between the sets, it's almost like you have to restart, like you've lost some of your progress. So now, take one leg, stretch it back a little bit further. You can do both legs, but to me, I think it's easier just to do one leg. So hands up. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, take the other leg. We're doing 3 sets of this. Stretch it out just a little bit further. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Excellent. Now, from there, what we're going to do is take our hands, put them in front, right here. Now, if that starts to give you a little bit of a stretch, you start to feel a little bit uncomfortable at that point, that's where you need to stop. But if you can, kind of walk your hands out just a little bit further so that you lean forward a little bit further. If you still feel comfortable, go a little bit further. If you don't, stop right there. If you feel okay, go a little bit further. And remember, there's different types of pain, really. There's, well, I'm slightly uncomfortable pain. And then there's, I just heard something go snap, crackle, or pop. That second one, that's when you need to stop or take a step back. A little bit further. If you can. If you can't, that's okay. Hold where you're at. Or even retract a little bit. If you can, keep on going till you can get all the way down, forehead to the ground. Then when you're done, very slowly, come back up. Don't go fast. Now for this next one, always been a bit of a challenge for me, even when I was a kid. Pull your feet in together. Grab your feet with both hands. Stay there as you breathe in through your nose. Try to relax your legs. Do not make this like bobbing up and down motion. That actually is pretty bad for you. So just kind of relax. Stay there as you breathe in. Breathe out. Pull your forehead down. Your goal is to get your nose to your toes, if you can. But again, you get to a point where it's too uncomfortable. You hear something go snap, crackle, or pop, you should stop. Stay there as you breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Usually you want to do that, hold that for about 10 seconds. Further if you need to, or for a longer period if you need to. Or you can do a little bit shorter time and build up to a bigger time if you like. So that's the basic warm-ups. At the end, you could even add squats and push-ups, which is what we do a lot of times in our in-person classes. Alright, so this is a linking form. This is Water Dragon. 2 of you know this. Some of you do not. That's okay. So, the way to think about this form is well, it lives up to the name. It's kind of fluid. It doesn't look like your traditional Singhi form. Some parts do, but not all of it. And like I said, that's because this really is about 3 of them mashed up. It's kind of like a Griffin. It's mostly one, and then the last couple moves are a separate thing. Really and truly. So, but it starts here. So we do our bow, we do our salute. Now the first move, you're going to step back with your left foot, right leg is going to be forward, and both hands are going to come up and block. Okay? Now, you can think of that as someone's grabbing you and you're blocking. Right? You can think of that just as your stance, like you're a tower stance. So you come up here. Now the next move is your left hand blocks, right hand grabs. Now, you can think of that as a grab, because with that you're actually doing a dragon bite up into the arm there, grabbing the skin. Or you can think of that just as a punch. Either way. Okay, so let's try that again. So we do a bow, salute, here, just like that. Alright, now if we think of that, what's going on? Let's think I'm standing here, my opponent is standing over here, and they swing. Okay, could be a swing. So I'm blocking. If it was just really one arm, you wouldn't have to block with this one, although you may want to put it up for a future block or a palm strike or something. Then the next thing is you're grabbing their arm. This is coming in. You either be grabbing underneath the arm there, could be a punch to this area or this area here, whatever you like to think of it there, whatever you think you need done. If I'm here and they're grabbing, well then it's block there, and the same thing, you just blocking twice. Does that make sense? I'll take that as a yes. So again, bow, salute, step back here, block, grab, here. Now, you're going to come up with a dragon kick with your back leg. Come up, thrust down the dragon kick, pull in, turn, try to change your block there as you shift your hips, round kick. And then step into dragon stance. Okay? Any questions on that? Everybody feel alright with that? Robbie, do you remember what comes next?
No, I know there's a span somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. So here, so 1, 2, here, then down to fortress, then step, palm strike, this arm comes over, hammer fist, hammer fist. Alright, that's a lot. So let's take that from the beginning, I'll slow it down. So bow, salute, step back with your left, you're basically going to come up into a tower stance. Here. That's a grab or a block. That's a punch or a dragon bite. Now left foot comes up, smash, pull in, round kick, there. Step it down, go down to fortress, step back, inside block, palm strike. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Don't think of it as an active inside block. Think of it, you have to move. Just the fact that your hips move when you step back. So passive inside block. Palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. First one is palm down. Second one is palm up. So you could think of that as temple, jaw, right? Or jaw somewhere else, right? So it's a 2-step attack. Any questions on that? So let me change angles. So we're here. So do our bow, do our salute, block, grab here, kick. That's a dragon kick. So hopefully you can see my foot. It's turned out to the side. That is so that we gain more surface area if we kick straight up and down, and their leg, as most humans' legs are straight up and down, it's like trying to do this. So it's easy to miss. But with a dragon kick, it's turned sideways, and it's easier to get. We have more surface area, basically, right? So, 1, pull it in, shift my stance, have to rotate my foot I'm on, round kick, dragon stance.
Yeah.
Come down to fortress, step back, palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. Make sure on the first hammer fist, after you do palm strike, this comes low, comes underneath. Hammer fist there. And as you do that, this one comes back guarding the jaw here. And when this one comes out, this guards the head, like a shield block. So this is like from a fortress, this is from a shield block. So 1, 2. Alright. How's that? Any questions on that? So one thing I've noticed about teaching online is it's a little bit harder to get feedback because it's harder to see everybody. You know, so that's a little bit different, I've noticed. And as far as that goes, my plan is with this class, we'll probably do it till the end of May, probably on Fridays. But then after that, we'll see where we're going to go with it. So bow, salute, step back here, come up, block, grab, dragon kick, round kick, dragon stance, fortress, step back, palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. All right, we ready to go on? Yes? Then we turn. This comes here. Hammer fist again. Dragon, straight kick. Robbie, does that feel alright?
Yeah, I'm putting swords in my head
Ah, gotcha.
with them in my hands. I'm going to try to work down with 2 swords.
Yeah, this one I think works really good with 2 swords. I did it with 2 sticks a couple of years ago. It worked out great. So, those of you who are instructor types, it's very easy to take this form and call a variation of it a two stick water dragon. It'd be real easy. All right, so here, so bow, salute, come here, here, and just think of that. If you had 2 sticks there, this is your block with your stick, and that's easily your hit. All right. So here, here, dragon, round kick, here, fortress, step back, palm strike, hammer fist, turn, hammer fist again, palm down, palm up, come up, straight kick.
Is it dragon kick, straight kick, or dragon stance?
On which part? The first?
The turn. After the turn.
Oh, after the turn. So here, here,
Dragon kick, straight kick.
straight kick. Straight kick from a dragon stance.
Or no, so it's dragon stance. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, dragon stance into a straight kick. Let's do this again. So bow. Salute. Step back here. Come up. 1. Grab. Kick. Kick. Dragon. Fortress. Pass a block. Palm strike. Or I'm sorry, palm strike. Hammer fist. Hammer fist. Now I'm going to turn a little bit. Now turn. Hammer fist. Hammer fist. Your feet are like in the left side dragon stance, but your hands are right side dragon stance at this point. Straight kick. Now, from there, don't get too, that's a side note here, I'm having to move around a lot because of my small area. Don't get too caught up on your footwork just yet. Wait till you can get outside or somewhere with more air and then work on it. But, so, 1, then 2. Land, turn. So that's going to be hard to explain here, but will work.
Was that first straight kick? Was that first straight kick part of the, was that a separate straight kick? Was that a second kick?
That's the same one.
The one you just did?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a good question. The same one. I'll try to see if I can find an angle where it doesn't mess up. So I can do it this way. So strike from the top. So bow, salute, step back here, here, dragon kick, round kick, dragon stance, fortress, step back, block, palm strike, hammer fist, turn, hammer fist, hammer fist. I'm going to reposition. Straight kick, side kick, then turn this way. Let's go ahead and go a little bit further. We're going to do a single step up like a lunge and X block down, single step, X block up, elbow over, down. That's almost like a toss. You can think of it like a big elbow, but I like to think of it as a toss because you could be grabbing here. Down, step, dragon stance, step to the right, circle trip, back to dragon stance. Now I know that's a lot.
Left side forward?
Yes, left side forward. So if anybody's looking at the notes, well, I think it's just one of you. Or looking at the video of this online, let me know if I messed something up. It's been one of those weeks. Alright, so let's try it again from the top. There's a lot of craziness going on here. We'll do it a couple times, then we'll step back and worry about application. And we won't go any further than this tonight. So you guys can practice this at home or whatever, and I'll post it. We already got the full form up, but I'll post this up here in a few days, and that way you can practice it. If there are any discrepancies, let me know. So bow, salute, here, lock, grab, dragon kick, pull it in. You're definitely chambering on this. Traditionally, a dragon kick, you don't chamber. Now, what a chamber is, if I pull my leg up like this before I kick, that's a chamber. If I just kick straight up without bending my knee, that's a non-chamber kick. Most styles chamber. Some of ours do. Some, like the short kick or the dragon kick, does not usually chamber. In this case, we will chamber. After we do all that, we dragon kick, chamber back so that we can turn round kick. Step it here. Dragon stance, left side forward. Transition to fortress, left side forward. Step back with your left. Inside block, palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. Blocking here, blocking over here. Now from here, I'm going to raise this hand over to block on my right, like I'm talking on a phone. For you young people, this is how we used to hold phones. They're the old ones. Turn, hammer fist. Put your hands into dragon stance, left side forward, footwork dragon stance, straight kick, side kick, turn. Step, single step, X block down, single step, X block high, do the grab there, elbow over, down, step left, step right, circle trip, back to dragon stance. Alright, that's a lot. Any questions on that? That puts you almost halfway through the form, I guess, something like that. 40%. It's a big one. Let me check, make sure nobody else is wanting to join us. Okay, so let's take this from the beginning and let's go through applications and reasons for all this stuff. So we bow, salute, step back with your left, hands up. This left hand blocks, right hand comes here. Dragon kick, switch, round kick. Dragon stance, fortress, step back, block, palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. Okay, so let's stop right there. Now, dragon kick. That is this kick. Let's adjust this camera here so you can see a little bit better. So like I said, dragon kick is foot is to the ankle. Like that. That is to block other kicks. That is to strike anywhere from here down. Traditionally, they never really use that kick to kick much higher than this area right here, like above the knee. Sometimes they would use it to kick the thigh or the hip. I feel like that's extreme cases, but I have seen it done, although I think there are better kicks for that. So, that's that. That's called a kick check. If someone's kicking at you, one of the best ways to stop them is to not be there, like Miyagi said. The other best way to stop them is to kick their kick, if you have to. So that could be a kick check. That could be a attack the knee, attack the shin. Now if you do that in real life, you're probably not going to do a whole lot of damage, but that is a distraction or a setup. Then you pull it back, turn, round kick. We do our round kick slightly different. If we're really doing it proper technique, it's going to start here. The leg goes out and around. Round. I've actually had a lot of success with that combo over the years. And that kick. Okay? So 1, 2. Now, we set it down. After we do that kick in the chamber, set it down, we're in a dragon. Now, this transition from a dragon to a fortress, you could see that as a simple transition, but you could also see that as a actual combat move, combat application. That's a block, that's a strike, right? Or that's just getting into the defensive posture, either one. Now, step back, block, palm strike. So let's imagine someone comes to grab at you. So their left side forward, they're stepping with their left, they're grabbing. So if I'm right side forward, or say left in this case, but I step back, block, palm strike. Those moves look easier when practiced than actually done, because nobody's going to punch like in the movies, like that. So you have to be really quick with it, and a lot of times you have to increase your footwork quite a bit. That is to say, run up on the attack. Instead of just doing here and here, you might want to go here, then step up. And you might even want to grab their attacking arm with your other hand, even. Perfectly fine. The form gives us the basic ideas. Alright, so here, palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. So, attack this area here, attack higher on the head, maybe up here. Or, you could think of that as grabbing, then hitting with the forearm, even, okay? Now from there, we turn. As we turn though, we're going to hit. So, let me change my angle. Let's say I did that from here, 1, 2, and I come around, 1, 2. So this one's a really good one. Imagine someone comes up from behind you. So I'm here, facing that way. Someone comes up behind, tries to grab, tries to get a little bit closer. So assuming they're right side forward, probably are, or at least neutral. So this hammer fist, sure, it could be a hammer fist, but really think of it more as you're maybe blocking the arms out of the way. Because you come straight from there to here, to that shield. Boom, boom. Right? So that could even be like a grab along the way. That could be just a block if you need it to be. You see them swinging, you pull it into that block. Next thing is a hit. There. Now, this hit can easily turn into the grab as you kick. Alright, so 1, 2. Okay? Does that make sense up to there as far as applications and whatnot go? Okay. So, 1, 2. Okay. Now, from there, side kick. That is the application for that, in my opinion, is just one is exercise, keeping your balance as you kick 2 different directions. 2, you're learning to attack 2 different ways. Although I will caution you, in my experience, if 2 people are going to attack you, it's usually not front and side. It's usually side to side or front and back. Okay, but you can easily alter that here, there. Okay, or here, the mule kick or bear kick, whatever you want to do. So now, after that, we turn to here, X block down. This is a really good one. A lot of schools use that block for a kick, like you're blocking a kick there. You could do that, especially if that's kind of your last ditch kind of uh-oh moment. You're gonna have to block that way. I wouldn't want to do that. So we primarily just use that as a knife block. They're stabbing low into the belly, block. Normally we step back and we caught the pop, but that's a variation on it. Here and high. Now, that seems weird, but the reason why that is it's again another knife block, but it's someone stabbing down. I think Robbie and I both agree on this. You will hardly ever see someone do that in real life, but I don't want that to ever happen to you, and then you come to me and go, well, that happened, and I didn't know what to do. So now, you know what to do. So knife block low, knife block high. If they do have that knife, got it grabbed, they got blocked, grab that arm, then come down. Now in the form, it's just straight over. But in real life, you probably won't step with it. Okay? And you could even break that move down and make it a much smaller movement. Just grab, elbow over. Okay? So here, down. I'm stepping. Could be just a step. If you assume you've got somebody grab with a knife, that becomes a trick. Step right. Circle trick. Circle trick would be if someone's in front of me, standing this way. Remember where keep track of where this leg is. Okay? So if I'm here, remember where that leg was, I step behind that leg, this arm blocks, this arm comes around, pushes, and I push them over my leg. You see it in some styles where they'll kick back. That's okay, whatever you need to do. Here. If, though, you want, you can make it work without having to kick back. There's lots of variations on that. If we do a summer camp this year, we'll go over it in the summer camp. Okay? So after that, you're here. And that's as far as we got tonight, I think. Alright, any questions on that so far? Alright, so let's try that from the beginning. And we can do some breathing exercises maybe. So bow, salute, step back here. Dragon kick, turn the body, round kick. So here, come down to fortress, step back, block, palm strike, hammer fist, turn, hammer fist, straight kick, side kick, here, step, X block down, X block up, elbow comes over, step left, step right, and around. That's about the 40% mark. Alright. You guys want to do that again, or is that good for now?
Good.
Good. Anthony, does that feel okay? Kyle, you must have read my mind.
As well as it's gonna get for me.
No worries, no worries.
I was experimenting the whole time.
Oh, good, good. That's a good thing. That's a good form to do it with. I really think it is. All right, let's do it one more time. One more time. So bow, salute, step back here, come up here, kick, kick, dragon stance, transition to fortress, block, palm strike, hammer fist, hammer fist. Make sure you're blocking both of those. Turn, hammer fist, straight kick, side kick, dragon stance, X block low, X block high, elbow over, step left, step right, circle sweep, back to dragon stance. Alright, anybody got any questions on that? Okay, so let's do some Qigong. In the Chinese, Qi, Qi. Japanese, it's more like Qi. Chinese also sort of say Qi, like Q sound. Means breath or energy, not necessarily in a mystical way. Talk about electricity in your lives, that's also Qi. Okay. So this Qigong, Gong is work or activity. This is breathing activity, breathing work, breathing exercise. This is one of my favorites of all time. This is a traditional Xing Yi breathing technique. This is called Pick Up the Moon from the Bottom of the Sea. So you're going to start here. Okay, so we're going to breathe in through our nose. Breathe out. Arm goes up. Now imagine there's a moon right here, or like a rock, or a bowling ball, a beach ball, whatever. Grab that, breathe in. Now we squat down, breathe out. And our arms go in little circles, like you're actually watching the moon in the sea. Breathe in. Now put the moon back up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Watch the moon. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in through your nose. Let your lower stomach expand. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Follow that breathing pattern in through the nose, out through the mouth. Alright. That is Pick Up the Moon from the Bottom of the Sea. Alright, so this next one, and there are two very similar ones. Let's see. Sometimes you get them confused. Dragon turns its head. So start with your feet about shoulder width apart, hands here. Breathe in through your nose. Expand your lower end, your stomach. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, your left hand goes back, right hand goes up, and turn your body as far as you can, but keep the feet in the same spot. You can pivot the feet around, that's fine, but don't let them move from that area. Breathe out. Breathe in. You come back to here, breathe out. Breathe in. 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 Breathe out. And breathe in. Alright, so that's about half of the water dragon form and 2 breathing exercises. Does anybody need a review on any of that? Does anybody got any questions on any of that? Does anybody got any questions on stuff from the history of martial arts, our school? Austin, you're interested in SCA, our SCA group, martial arts in general, astronomy, economics?